In this episode, Mike Jobs gives you the latest updates at the WWDC conference.
And on the flip side, we give a shocking update on the Charlotte the pregnant Stingray story. And before you crack open that beer can, do you ever think about cleaning it? Mike, hit the music.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Funny Business Podcast. Make sure your clubs are strapped into the golf cart because we are taking this golf cart on for a wild ride for another episode. I am Mike Gambita. Alongside with me is none other than my best friend, my roommate for life, Mr. Matt Summers. Matt, how was your drive game today?
I did get to work perfectly fine today, and all the destinations I went afterwards. So my driving game was great. Yeah, so we went golfing for the first time together. That was cool.
It was fantastic.
It's a lot of fun. I haven't done twilight golf in a long time, and I forgot how hard it is to see the last 4 or 5 holes. That was challenging.
Only second time on the greens, so I really can't make an assessment as far as do I do better in the twilight? Do I do better during the day? But it was a good experience overall. Matt was showing me some pointers. He was giving me a little tip here and there.
Yep.
Ultimately,
a medium-sized tip.
Medium. What? Anyway, it was fabulous. We both tied. Couldn't believe it. And there was no dog at the turn, which we were absolutely devastated.
That is, so the back nine was bad. The fact that they did not have dogs at the now, granted, we went into the clubhouse at 6 o'clock. But at 6 o'clock, you still have a whole 2 hours of people playing golf. Throw some dogs on the burner, please. I mean, we couldn't even get a beer. That was ridiculous.
Oh, that's why you always carry. You always make sure.
Well, yeah, sure.
Matt's too goody two shoes. Then this man goes golfing again the following day.
I did. It golfed even worse.
Golfed even worse.
Didn't think that was possible.
Who'd you golf with?
I golfed with a guy who will not be named on the show. So, yep.
Another one.
Nope. Same guy. But listen, let me tell you, 36 holes of golf in a weekend really drains you. Quick.
I was drained by 18 holes of golf because let me tell you, I started walking out to the car at church Sunday morning. My legs were hurting, and Matt simply knows it was because I did really shit off the drive, and then I kept hitting as much as I could. I had some bright, I always kept saying, I have some bright moments, and that's all I cared about that day.
Listen, you're just starting to play golf like that. Every person that's their second, third, fourth time on the course is exactly like the way you played. So don't be discouraged because you will get there. I was there for probably sometimes even worse. You had some good shots. That's the thing to take away from it. And you had fun. That's really all that it's meant to be.
I wasn't throwing hands or I wasn't, breaking any clubs. Was just trying to steal as many balls as I can when I saw them, I should say.
Yes. Yeah. Just make sure that no one's around when you pick them up.
Yeah.
Learn the hard way.
I had that one memory of Matt slicing it and going up into the development.
Yeah, I did. I did almost break a window. That was very dangerous. Although, if you live on a golf course, I'm just curious how the insurance works around that.
Oh, it's probably through the roof.
Can't imagine.
Literally. Matthew.
Yes.
Speaking of the greens, speaking of golf, speaking of wearing an Apple Watch, Matt, the Worldwide Developers Conference was today.
Oh boy!
At the time of this recording.
Yep.
And Apple Mike or Mr. Apple himself, Mike Gambita, is going to tell you everything that happened at WWDC that will come either to the fall or later this year.
I'll call you Mike Jobs.
Mike Jobs. So, big thing that happened, Matt.
Yeah.
There was a lot that happened, but more importantly, I just want to peruse through the ones that, to me, seem important. So, big thing that happened was with iPad OS 18. Matt, an iPad is finally getting a calculator.
Okay, hold on. I thought you said you're doing the big things.
Yeah. No, we're doing the big things.
We're talking about an iPad getting a calculator?
Yeah, an iPad has never had a calculator before.
Well, okay, that is crazy. Were people actually mad that the iPad didn't have a calculator?
There was some talk about it, actually.
Interesting. That's okay.
So what the cool thing is with the calculator is it also adds with math notes which feature with the Apple Pencil. So what that does is you could write out a formula or you could write out a math equation and it will actually solve it for you.
So basically, you don't have to pay attention to math class anymore.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's an old man take, but I don't like it.
Everything that your scientific calculator could have done back in the day, it's on the iPad now.
I'm not going to say what's in my head.
No, come on, you got to.
All right. Can you still spell boobs?
Hard-hitting questions. Yes, you can.
Okay, good. Listen, I don't want a calculator that can't spell out boobs.
Matt, if you have AirPods Pro, you have a new Siri interaction now. So you could either nod your head yes or nod your head no to either answer a call, yes or no. So if you're in the middle of like a quiet environment, so instead of you saying yes, you just shake your head no, and the AirPods will recognize it.
That's actually freaking sick.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot. That's cool. That's helpful if you're, like you said, if you're in like a library listening to music. Yeah, that's really cool.
They had the best example of like being in such like a crowded elevator, and the guy was like standing in the middle with a package, and it's like, call from Mima. And he shakes his head. He's like, no. So that is a little thing. There also is noise isolation and spatial audio for better phone calls when in loud environments. But also spatial audio for gaming as well. A couple things happen with tvOS, but not enough to actually enjoy for the features. Just really small little updates here and there. Matt, guess the new Mac OS software update name.
Oh, okay. Can you remind me of the last two?
Yeah, great. Monterey. Oh yeah, Monterey. And frick, what was the other one?
All right, my guess is Catalina.
Okay. Actually, Catalina was one.
Okay. My guess is
think very simple in California.
Ooh, okay. I panicked.
A tree.
Fern.
Sequoia.
Sequoia. What the hell's a sequoia tree?
You don't know what a sequoia tree is?
No, I know what a sycamore is.
Matt's going to do some research after the podcast. So, Matt, with Mac OS Sequoia, you can now control your iPhone from your Mac. So there will be a screen that will pop up that will be an iPhone that you'll be able to interact on your Mac while your iPhone is still locked, and you could still interact with it.
Do you have to be in range of your Mac?
You kind of have to be within distance, I believe, but you do not have to pick up your iPhone anymore if you're operating on your Mac.
I don't like that one. That one seems weird to me.
Such an old man.
Well, what's the point of that? So you don't have to go pick up your phone?
I find it signs you're working on one device and one device only.
Yeah, but what are you going to get on your phone that's going to distract you from what you're doing on your Mac? Like, I mean, you can already text.
Yeah, you could respond to text message. Actually, you
can already do. I can do that right now.
Yeah, I will say, you could like order a coffee from your phone. Like you could order through the Dunkin' app. If you're busy and you're not engaged like myself and you're single and you're looking for love, you could swipe on Tinder while on your Mac.
But just pick up your phone and do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, moving on. Matt, you notice when you try to like rearrange your windows, it's always very hard to like resize your windows.
Yes, I will admit that is hard. Yeah. Yes.
So they are coming out with they call it tiles. So like you could set your tiles in different window positions. So whether full screen, left screen, right screen, bottom right corner, bottom left corner, you could do it like controls. So that way you can actually like evenly split your window management.
So that they kind of stole that from Windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, which they needed that. I like that.
Mac OS, and I'll just say all the other OS devices are getting a new dedicated passwords app. So you're able to store your passwords, you're able to store your authentication codes, all in one app, and it syncs across all devices. Many cases like that, it would require you to pay a subscription like 1Password or LastPass.
See, you had me in the first half, not gonna lie. Love that idea. Do I want to pay for that? That is the question, because that is helpful to have, but that's like another subscription service, and that's okay. I don't know how I feel about that.
You don't have to pay for this one.
Oh, I thought you were saying you did.
Many cases when you have a password management app to sync across devices, you have to pay for it.
Got it. I thought you meant that in many cases they will make you. Okay, then I love that idea. That's the best thing you've said yet so far this episode.
Great, thanks. We're going to move on to the iPhone, iOS 18.
I am so excited for iOS 18, but I don't know everything.
Little updates, but within the back end, major improvements. So let me give you the front end. You can customize your home screen app placement along the bottom or the sides now. It does not have to be in chronological stacking order.
Yep. Love that.
You could also customize the app icon colors, and the icon app colors finally have a dark mode.
Oh, so you can make like any app, any color?
You can make I believe the stock apps of the iPhone, you can make it a certain color to match with your background per se.
Theme. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Like a theme. You will also, there's a better control center. So the swipe to the right side of the camera with the volume button, the light switch, you're able to customize that control center a little bit more. There is privacy controls now where you can actually lock apps behind Face ID or Touch ID. And there is a hidden apps folder. So just in case if you want to hide those really interesting apps, you can lock apps behind a Face ID, or you can put it in a secret folder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's also, that is going to cause a lot of trouble in people who don't trust their partner. You're like, how come I can't open this app? What do you have hiding in there?
Yep. So you are also able to, with messages, you are able to schedule message sends. So if you wanted to send a message tomorrow at 10 a.m., you can schedule that message on iPhone.
Okay. I guess I can see that being helpful.
Matt, you know those tap backs? You know, the thumbs up one that we always say that's replying to a message?
Oh, yes.
So now you can customize it with any emoji now.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I thought you would have liked that a little bit more.
Yeah, okay. I kind of like the options they had. So can I still emphasize the message?
Yeah, you can still emphasize it.
Okay, but you can, in addition, pick any emoji. All right, yeah, that's fine. I like that.
A couple other things. There is a Apple Cash exchange now. So you know how you used to do name drop? You can actually do that with Cash now.
Okay, I like that.
You could have a on-device email categorization. So like a Gmail account, you know, have your primary inbox, your social inbox, your promotions inbox. You can now do that through the Mail app. I saw somewhere that Maps, you can actually have hiking trails now. To navigate your hiking trail through that. I know many people use a separate app to navigate hiking trails. And Matt, the last thing they announced, which I think took the most amount of time at WWDC, is that Apple announced that launching in the fall of 2024, they will now have Apple Intelligence.
AI. Okay. What does AI do?
So this is exclusive to iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max initially. It is available on the iPad Pro, M1 Plus, iPad Air, MacBook Pro, any of the M silicon Macs. Basically, it focuses on personalization and privacy. Some of the key features, you can have a notification summary. So somebody sends you a very long text, it will actually be able to summarize the text. You can actually generate new emojis by Genmoji. So if you wanted an alligator in a vest, you can actually type an alligator in a vest and it'll show up an emoji as an alligator in a vest.
That's pretty neat. So just build your own emoji.
Basically,
Build a bear.
That is correct. You can generate imagery. You could remove unwanted objects in your photo editing, which is something that other phones already have the capability of. You can work and integrate with ChatGPT. There is an optional use for that if you feel that Siri is not able to process some of your requests. But the cool thing about Siri is that there's more natural, contextually aware, and mistake-tolerant voice conversation with Siri. So many times when you try to say, what's the weather for, like, let's just say, I'm going to throw like Los Angeles, California, and you met San Francisco, you can say in the language, what's the weather for Los Angeles, California? I mean, San Francisco. And Siri will be able to pick that up that you actually met San Francisco.
Okay. Yep. I like that. That's helpful.
You also have, there's a lot of privacy behind it. You could rewrite a lot of emails, texts, and documents. So maybe you wrote out this long text message and you want to shorten it to 1 to 2 sentences. AI can definitely do that.
Okay. Sure.
Apple Intelligence.
Yep.
But that was all in a nutshell, ultimately. I'm sure I missed a whole lot more. But Matt, iOS 18, we're now getting to the point where the oldest iPhone that can go out with this new update is the iPhone SE 2 or later. But then those who have the iPhone XS Max, 10s or Max, or the 10R, you're on the bottom of the chopping block.
That's crazy. I feel like the iPhone 10 and like the 10X like just came out like 2 years ago.
Hmm.
That's absolutely. So what's coming out now? The iPhone. Is there a new iPhone coming out this?
Well, so this is usually more software development. So
Got
the
it.
iPhone usually comes out, I believe, in the fall or somewhere around in that area. But right now we're with the iPhone 15 right now.
Yeah. I think that's what I have. I don't think I have the Pro though, so I won't get AI. Didn't I see that the icons for apps were going to be circular?
There
that a
was
rumor?
no, I don't want to say announcement, but there was no announcement of that being circular.
Okay, so that was just a rumor that someone started.
I believe so.
Okay, I was on the minority because I was low key excited for that.
Yeah. Complimentary, the Vision Pro has circular apps, which I think that is what the rumor started, was like, because the Vision Pro has circular apps, then it will soon be the iPhone iOS. But that is not the case.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I think they got some helpful things. I like the AirPod Pro update. I like the password app. That's going to be huge. Is there a limit to how many passwords you can put on that app?
It did not announce specifically how many passwords you could put on, but it looked like a decent amount of passwords that you could put on it based on the imagery samples.
Okay. No, that's good to know. Yeah, I really don't have any major complaints. I'm over the iPad just as a device in general.
Don't you have one?
I don't use it.
Okay.
Now, maybe it's because I have an older one. Maybe if I had a newer one, I would be into it. I personally just don't find it very useful. No, I think this is I don't really have any major complaints. I'll leave it at that.
What's your favorite one?
I'm gonna go with the passwords one.
Okay.
What is your favorite one and your thoughts on the announcements?
It was about time that Apple finally jumped into the Apple Intelligence, or the artificial intelligence, like actually having its own branded material as AI in this whole competition between. It just seems like every product and every software out there now has this artificial intelligence that is presented when you are, I know like Microsoft has like Copilot, that is one. And then obviously now with Apple, it's now Apple Intelligence. So I was wondering when that would come about. Probably my favorite one that I was interested in, and I don't think I would be available to have it. Really, it's going to sound really stupid. The calculator app on the iPad, like seeing the demos of like, you can actually change your part of the equation in the math problem, and it'll actually update the result. Like you don't have to like go through it. Like you could change a number in the equation, it'll update the result from that. I think specifically also too, I will agree with you, Matt, the nod, shake head to respond to Siri. I think that is actually good.
I like the fact that you can customize like the home pages.
Yeah,
I like that because we've been looking at this same screen forever, like with the same design. Like yeah, they added widgets, but it just takes up like the same size of 4 apps. Like I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, I do like that there's an option for like dark mode. Like you can actually change your apps to dark mode.
That is awesome. As we all know, dark mode is far superior to light mode.
Besides Outlook, I don't know why. I need Outlook in a light mode now. I don't know if that's me getting old.
I don't have Outlook, so I don't quite know. Gmail is way better in dark mode. That's for sure.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah.
I think from an app perspective, dark mode is always good, but I feel like when I'm on my computer at work, I feel like I need to have it in light mode. And I don't know. Again, that might just me getting old, but whatever.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even change my Gmail dark mode on my work laptop.
Oh,
I forgot I could do that on a desktop.
what?
Yeah.
What?
No, I don't have. It's not a Mac. Can I still change it?
Dark mode on Gmail?
Yeah. Like if I type in gmail.com on my Dell.
Yeah, you could. That's a web browser preference.
Nice. It's huge.
Well, there you go. WWDC, Worldwide Developers Conference. Big shout out to everybody who creates an app and lets everybody else in the world utilize it for their specific purposes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Shout out Mike Jobs. Back at it
Mike
again.
Jobs.
Strikes again. All right, let's slide on into the second half of the show. It's time for the return. Long awaited return. Dude, that's crazy. That's right. It's effing back. So we haven't done this in a while. When we switched platforms, we didn't think we'd be able to censor, so we stopped. We tried not cursing on the podcast. Now we're back to what we did, and then I just kind of realized the other day. I was like, "Hey, yeah, we can do this segment again." Mike, I'll go first if you don't mind.
Okay.
My first one, it is like it's crazy. However, it's also kind of a news story. Mike, do you remember a couple months ago we talked about a stingray? Her name was Charlotte.
Yes, Matt.
Have you seen the update on Charlotte
I
Stingray?
saw the update probably the week after you announced it on the podcast.
No, they just announced it. No, they literally just announced it this week.
Check the date.
4 days ago. So Charlotte the Stingray. This article. When was this article written? Yeah, this article was written 4 days ago. But it's breaking news to me. So Charlotte the Stingray was supposedly pregnant with no male. Charlotte the Stingray is now no longer pregnant, and the aquarium is closing temporarily.
What?
Temporarily, the aquarium is closing.
Okay.
I guess she now has some sort of reproductive disease, and they have to close. This is what I don't understand. They have to close the entire aquarium to take care of this stingray.
Okay. What?
Yeah. Yes. Isn't that wild? Yep. Go ahead,
dude. That's crazy. I thought you were going to say they found out that she was asexual, which was what I saw the week after.
No, she was never pregnant. They admitted they lied about it.
Oh,
and now they're closing to take care of her, and she has this like disease.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This poor stingray.
Yeah, honestly. So the whole past couple months was like, oh, cool, a stingray is like, could be like Mother Mary. And then it was like, well, the stingray's a fraud. And now it's like justice for Charlotte.
Stingray's a fraud. My assumption, because, two white dudes doing a podcast, we like to assume things.
Yep, correct. That's what we do best.
I think because they don't understand if the disease is, I don't want to say infectious, is airborne or some nature that I can understand why they're closing it. But it also is under the water too. And I can't understand, like, unless a kid touches the water or something, like just close off the area of Charlotte, unfortunately.
Yeah, bad pun incoming right here. It's a little fishy what's going on. I really didn't think I was going to laugh during that. It is weird this closed down for one animal, and it's not like it's like a zoo and like the gorilla got loose. That was a bad reference. R.I.P. Harambe. It's not like it was the zoo and like a lion got loose. Like it's a stingray. People will survive. Something else is going on, but that whole story is just crazy.
I'm sorry, man. I assumed, and I take everything back. That is nuts.
Well, you know what happens when you assume.
You make an ass out of you and me.
Correct.
Speaking of asses.
Oh.
That was a bad segue. It's not even relevant.
How much toilet paper does America use in a year, Mike?
1. All right, Matt, we pay for a lot of things like insurance.
Yes.
Did we ever think that insurance is the only industry whose entire business model is not giving you what you paid for?
Wow, hold on. I got to comprehend that. Say that one more time.
Insurance is the only industry whose entire business model is not giving you what you paid for.
Yeah, I guess. Dude, that is crazy. That kind of makes sense.
When have you ever, I don't know if you've ever had to utilize your insurance, but when have you utilized your insurance and you got the full coverage that you paid for?
Like health insurance?
Let's speak more to car insurance and health insurance too.
Car insurance, definitely. Car insurance, that's fraudulent, but you have to have it. So make sure you have car insurance. I wasn't saying don't have car insurance, but it is fraudulent. Health insurance, technically, sometimes you get some back, maybe. Depends if you have like a reimbursement policy.
I guess maybe it is more on the side of healthcare in America is more of the ripoff.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But insurance is they need to make insurance easier to understand too. There's too many big words. Dumb it down. Or all these AI people make an AI that's easier to understand like insurance. How about that?
You could probably take your policy and copy and paste it into ChatGPT, and you can ask it to summarize it and summarize it as if I'm a 5-year-old.
That if I actually had ChatGPT, I would do that every day. Can you explain it to me like I'm 5?
I'm surprised you never have an account yet.
What would I use it for?
I don't.
No, give me a reason. Tell me.
We'll
explain to me. No, explain to me why. No,
explain
I'm not doing
to me
it for
like
that.
I'm 5.
Yes, ask ChatGPT and ask it to explain it to me like I'm 5. Why I should get ChatGPT. This is like electric podcasting right here. I didn't
actually. You know what?
Oh yeah,
we're gonna change things up. What's that?
You gonna ask Siri?
No, there's an app on the iPhone.
Okay,
you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hi, ChatGPT.
Hi there. How's it going?
Explain to me, like I'm 5 years old, why my best friend should get Chat GPT and sign up for an account.
Sure. Imagine you have a super smart friend who knows lots of things and is always ready to help you. That's what ChatGPT is like. If your best friend gets it, they can ask ChatGPT any questions, like why is the sky blue? Or can you help me with my homework? And ChatGPT will give them answers and fun facts. It's like having a friendly helper anytime they need.
So first off, I poked myself in the eye as soon as he started talking. I don't know if everyone saw that. Secondly, it's basically he just explained the Funny Business Podcast as ChatGPT. That's what I heard. Asking your friend to answer questions. That's literally what we do every week.
I was testing this yesterday, and you can actually have it be a translator for you, like an active translator.
That's cool. Yeah. And like different languages?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Here, I'll give you. Sorry, we're going off the rails, but it's okay. Let me give you.
Yeah, give me a taste.
Can you be my translator from Spanish to English?
Absolutely. I'd be happy to help. What do you need translated?
¿Dónde está el baño?
Where's the bathroom?
Nailed it.
Can you tell the person it is down the hall on the left?
Sure, you can say, está al final del pasillo a la izquierda.
All right, that's sick. Yeah, maybe I should get that app. That could be helpful for work purposes.
Yes,
that voice was kind of low key, like attractive. Low key, like that's the hottest like AI voice I've ever heard.
Mr. Steal your artificial intelligence.
Yeah, Mr. Steal your laptop.
Mr. Steal your laptop. Oh God.
All right, before we keep going on about this, Mike, it's Father's Day this weekend.
It's Daddy's Day.
It is Daddy's Day. Yes. Happy Father's Day to all the daddies out there. You know who you are, especially to our dads. My dad, your dad. What are you getting your dad for Father's Day?
Probably a case of 30-pack of Miller Lite.
Nice. It's like the tradition that keeps on giving.
Yeah, I mean, it's like men. You need one thing to make them happy, and it pretty much can't delineate from that.
Yeah, that's probably about 3 things.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Americans are expected to spend more than $20 billion on Father's Day gifts this year.
$20 billion.
20 B's.
Okay, dude, that's crazy. Do you think it is because dads have such an acquired taste? You can get your mom flowers for Mother's Day. You can get like a nice card, but like dad don't need flowers, don't need a car. Like I want like a motorcycle, or I want like a boat. Like is that kind of how it works?
Who buys their dad a boat for Father's Day?
Who the hell spends $20 billion total on Father's Day?
You know how many dads there are in the world?
We're not being inclusive, Matthew. There is a lot of fathers out there that are grieving.
Okay, I just said, do you know how many dads there are in the world?
Yeah,
or in the country?
I'm just kind of putting it more into a bigger circle.
Oh, I understand that. However, I'm never going to consider buying my father a boat for Father's Day, and I love my father.
If you had the funds.
No, but I mean, you think about it. Like, what are dads like? Grills. Those are expensive. Stuff to grill.
That's what I'm saying.
Can be expensive. Yeah, they probably just jack up the prices on like the 5 industries that make a lot of money on like golf club sets is probably a big one. Beer, lawnmowers, like just great things.
So not a boat, but a lawnmower.
Yeah, exactly. Well, boats are very expensive.
Oh, it's just like a little. All right,
It's also cooler to know someone who has a boat than to have a boat, or not cooler. It's better.
Have you ever been on a boat before?
I have.
Nice.
I love boats. Have you?
Yeah. I want to get on them more. What am I even saying? What am I even saying? All right. Our favorite affordable boats. Let's get a boat. Okay. The Tracker Pro Team 175 TXW. The price range starts at $19,995.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I want to see what this. Okay. Oh. Okay. Trackerboats.com. All right.
Like,
see what this
no
looks
one
like.
is dropping $20,000 on their dad for Father's Day.
Oh. Okay.
Unless you're like Tom Brady.
I see your point.
Thank you. That's all I needed.
I think it'd be fun to have a boat though for Father's Day.
Yeah, it's not owning a boat sucks though because you have to maintain it and it's cost effective or costly. It's just better to have like if you're good friends with your neighbor and he has a boat, that's the best.
All right, man, I'm gonna gross you out for this last one.
You can try.
How many times a week do you drink from a can?
That's a great question. Just like an aluminum can,
like soda, LaCroix.
Soda, LaCroix, beer. Does a water bottle count?
No, can.
Okay, can. How many days a week? I'm gonna say.
How many cans a week?
Oh, how many cans a week?
Yeah.
Well, that depends on what if I'm drinking canned beer. I'll say like 5 to 7.
Okay. We just assume the top of cans are clean without any real reason to think that.
God damn it, you got me. Shit. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, now that sucks. Now every time I open a can, I'm going to have to clean exit. Well, no, I can't clean exit because that's I'm going to put it in my mouth.
I'm drinking from a can right now.
Did you clean that before you opened it?
No.
No. And as I say this, there's no way I clean any cans before I open them. I'm going to think, damn, I really hope this is clean, and then proceed to put it right to my lips.
Which is even better because there's times when like you have them in a cooler and like they're wet, and it's like you'll pull it out of the cooler, and then sometimes you'll do a little like t-shirt rub on the top just to make sure it's like clean.
Yeah.
You're probably adding more germs to that.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Also, the fact that you have to open it with your fingers, like the tab, and your thumb always ends up in the can, and your thumb always gets wet. So if your thumb is dirty, that just touched the liquid in the can. You didn't even start to drink it yet.
Yep.
Then you get the double whammy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn, that sucks.
Sometimes we can't let life dictate what we're doing.
Yeah. But yeah, you just do what you want to do. And live your life. Hey.
What a great song.
Yes, great song. Leave it at that.
You had a thought?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, my thought is we're ending this podcast here. So thank you so much for tuning in. You can find all of our social media at beacons.ai/funnybusinesspod. There you find all of our social media and all of our merchandise, all that good stuff. Mr. Matthew.
Yes.
What is your advice for the good people, the co-workers of the funny business world?
Well, it is Father's Day this weekend, and I'm sure you have a gift for your father if you are celebrating. You are celebrating, maybe consider getting him a card. And in said card, leave a little note. You know, dads, they might not need physical gifts. You know, they might not say, "Oh, I don't need a new hammer. You didn't have to get me that. Thank you very much." But you know what they will appreciate? They will appreciate your words, your kindness, and your love. And they may not express it, but deep down, deep down, under all that beer, under all that barbecue, under all that belly fat, they will appreciate your love and the kind words that you say about how much he means to you.
That's so nice of you, Matt.
Thank you. Happy Father's Day, by the way, Mike.
I'm not a father.
Well, you will be one day, so.
Oh, same to you.
Happy future Father's Day.
Happy future Daddy's Day.
Yes.
Isn't it always Barstool Sports likes to post like Happy Mother's Day or like Happy Father's Day, and it's like a bunch of porn stars that are lined up on that.
Yeah.
Oh man. And then he could be like Nick Cannon.
Yeah, what do you think Nick Cannon does on Father's Day?
Probably has like a Thanksgiving meal. How many kids he has?
If we're talking the 20 billion, at least 1 billion is Nick Cannon's kids. That's at least 1 billion right there. And then you have, what was that weird family on, like, I don't even know what channel it's on. They have like
plus 8.
No, but it's
16
it's
kids
and
counting.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's another billion. So that's 2 billion right there.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. And until the next time, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone.